try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Packers offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Hunter Renfrow. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nailing over 20 yards. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Pollard again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 70. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Steps away. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Traquan Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers... here, the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Green Bay score. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson out to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase
from 8 yards out.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Pollard. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it's complete to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll keep it himself. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline. And the result is 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go, strike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking here for Smith downfield. It got his man, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Lutz is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Well, the defense, they'll spread the field. A dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So the victory here for San Francisco, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay